Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be talking to you guys about college advice and more college stuff. This is a pretty big category on my channel and I feel like you guys like these kinds of videos. So I am going to be giving you guys some college advice from an SDSU senior, aka me, and I made one of these types of videos a few years ago when I just finished freshman year of college, telling you guys how to survive freshman year, but I am going to be talking about more college advice that I feel like is really important, looking from the eyes of a fourth year student at SDSU. So if you guys like today's video, make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up, leave some comments down below, and subscribe to my channel. Now on to the video. My first tip of advice for you guys, especially if you guys are younger, freshmen, sophomores, my first tip is to not get caught up in the party scene, which I know seems like that is impossible because everyone wants to party. That was exactly like how I was when I first started out. The only things I cared about was parties, parties, parties. But in reality, you are going to be questioning in a few like junior or senior year, like, why did I decide to party so much and my GPA is trash now? Well, that's why you need to focus on your grades and not always be thinking about parties. And I know I was the type of person who was like, oh, no worries, I'll get that done. And then I went to a party anyway. That's why my GPA was not so good freshman year. So definitely focus more on your grades instead of parties. And then also my tip number 2 branches off of that. And if you're in Greek life and you're in a sorority, definitely don't focus too much or stress out too much about the ranking system at SDSU. I know that there's this tier system of all of the sororities and all of the fraternities. People think that it's really important and you can only hang out with certain frats and certain sororities, but don't worry about that. If a frat doesn't want you there because you're in a certain sorority, don't stress out about it. That's so stupid. You should only be hanging out at frats if they care about you or if you're friends with them. You shouldn't be super upset over the fact that you didn't get into a fraternity party. Obviously they are rude and not nice boys, so what's the point of even trying to get in? And overall, the whole entire tier system is just stupid at our school, honestly. We're the only school out of a lot of schools that require group me messages to get into parties and having to know someone. So it's don't stress out about those small things that aren't going to matter in a year or two when you're a senior and you already made your friends in the frats and it doesn't really matter anymore. So don't stress out about the stupid tier system. So tip number 3 is to make connections with your professors. I feel like this is just obvious, but I didn't realize when you get to become a senior, your classes are literally 15 people or less, and your professor will know your face, and you can't skip class anymore because there's only 15 people in your class. So you have to sort of become friends with your professors and actually attend office hours and go the extra step. And I feel it doesn't matter, you might not think it matters as much freshman and sophomore year, but if you start doing it freshman and sophomore year, it will be a lot easier for you once you get to it senior year, and it will be a lot more of a good transition to have to go to your professor's office hours senior year, and it'll be a lot harder if you've never even been to office hours before. So my tip number 4 is to always make sure you're talking to your advisor about your plan to graduation. If you guys didn't know, I have to stay at SDSU for an extra semester to take one class. That was due to a lot of different factors of me starting off as a different major, me adding a minor, me not passing a class, to get into my major, a lot of things, but I'd always make sure that you're always on track to graduation and always keeping in touch with your advisor. Like, your major advisor will help you so much with the entire process, and like, you always want to make sure that you're on track so like you don't end up like me. And I'm just trying to help all of you guys out with that situation. Just always make sure that you're checking in and you're taking the correct classes, you're taking the classes that you need to take to graduate, is basically what I'm saying. Tip number 5 is to just make sure you're using your time wisely while you're in college. You learn a lot about time management when you are a college student, basically. Especially at this school, you have to figure out your hours that you're going to study, when you're going to class for a big chunk of that, if you have a part-time job, an internship, and then obviously having time for friends, for sororities, Greek life, clubs, organizations. There's so much things that you will probably have by the time you are a senior, and it's so important to like manage your time wisely. Especially these 4 years are so short. Like, it literally feels like just yesterday I was in my dorm room messing around with my floor mates. Like, these 4 years go by so fast, like it doesn't even feel like I'm a senior. You will have a lot of homework and a lot of assignments and so many things once senior year comes around, and then you will also have clubs and internships and jobs and so many things. So managing your time is a really smart thing to do. So another tip that I have for you guys is to just put yourself out there. I never thought that I would be like holding a leadership position when I was a freshman and I started off in college. I always looked at myself as like a follower, I guess. But now as a senior, I started my own organization and I'm the president of it now. I don't know how that happened, but you just have to put yourself out there, and you might be surprised as to what organizations you might be a part of. Like, I'm currently a part of SISTER, which stands for Sororities Invested in Survivor Support Training and Ending Rape Culture, and I am super involved in like other honor societies and leadership societies and my sorority in itself. And so you'll never know like how invested and how involved you'll be unless you put yourself out there. Freshman year I was very closed off. I didn't join anything, and then I realized like I wanted to get involved, and like once you get involved, honestly your college experience gets 100 times better. Like, I feel like if I never put myself out there, like I wouldn't be as happy as I am right now being involved and having so many different friends in so many different places, and it's just like the best. Like, I love being involved in so many things. That is like the number one thing that I tell people, like, you have to get involved. Like, it will make everything so much better, basically. It's so easy to get involved at SDSU. Like, at the beginning of the school year, they have like a huge club organization fair thing, and you get to go and to every table and like ask what's happening. And like also Greek life, it's so easy to like sign up for recruitment and go through recruitment. It's really easy to get involved at this school, so I definitely recommend getting involved in as many organizations as possible, honestly, because it will like make your college experience like the best. Another tip that I have for you guys is to pick your friends wisely. Knowing who your friends are is like really important, and you don't want to become friends with like someone who's like causes drama or like fake or like anything. And you would think like college is like a place that's like drama free. No, it's not. Definitely like look out for your own self and look out for people you care about. So yeah, picking your friends wisely is really important. Especially if you want to stay out of the drama. So my last tip for you guys is to just enjoy college, enjoy every last moment, everything that you're gonna be doing in college, because like I said before, these 4 years go by so fast, like unbelievably fast. You just have to like be grateful and thankful for everything, and especially as a senior, I feel like I'm doing all of these like last like Kappa Delta sisterhood retreats. This weekend we're going to Disneyland. Like, we're gonna be doing we already did our last philanthropy event. Like, everything is like slowly coming to an end, and I'm just like, I don't think I can deal. But you just have to remember that like college is gonna be like one of the best 4 years of your life, honestly. And after college, you're gonna be going into the adult world, and it will not be anything like college. Like, you can't go to frat parties, and you can't go to Greek week, and you can't go to like, I don't know, like fun frat events. Like, everything in the adult world is like so much different, and so you really have to make college worth it every day, even the tough days where you're struggling to do a midterm or you're struggling to like do school. Honestly, school is the hardest part. Everything is what you make of it in college, and so far I feel like I've done my best to get the best experience from SDSU. Those were all of my tips that I had from the top of my head as a college senior, giving it to you guys, advice. Probably you guys are college students, I'm guessing. So yeah, that was my little spiel that I had. So if you guys liked this video, make sure you give it a huge thumbs up. Comment down below if you guys want to see more college videos while I'm still a college student. I still have like next semester too, so I still have until like this upcoming December, so still a lot of time for college videos. But if you guys want to see more college videos, just let me know in the comments and give me some video ideas if you guys have any. And also make sure you subscribe to my channel, and as always, make sure you guys follow me on all of my social media accounts at Emily Mind on Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat, and Facebook. So until next time, bye!